Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cryptic Chaos channel. You can call me Defcon. So today, we are in a brand new series of a fairly recent game, Civilization 6. I don't know what else to say. We're already, bam, that's how far I'm getting with this intro. No, just kidding. We'll be playing as the Americans, led by Teddy Roosevelt in this game. In Civ 5, it was led by George Washington. On Steam, Civ 5 is actually my second most played game, right behind Counter-Strike. Global Offensive, the good one, of course. But we won't dwell on first-person shooters. We're here to play a strategy game. As of right now, I'd say my favorite strategy game. I love Civ 6. I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like to on it. Nowhere near the time of Civ 5. I have over 250 hours played on Civ 5, I believe. And none of that time is multiplayer. It's just me playing alone. And this will be alone too. Yeah, of course we'll have some annoying AIs to deal with, as you do in Civilization. Man, the AI is something else. Playing on King difficulty, which is one above the standard difficulty, so I didn't exactly want my bones to break, but I also didn't want to win too easily. I actually haven't finished many games in this. I don't know. It's just, for Civ 6... sometimes it was just hard to get into, whereas Civ 5 was just different for me. I don't know. I'd say Civ 6 is it's significantly different in just like the general way you play, and especially the animations, whereas Civ 5 was just like this pretty realistic looking world overview. I'd say Civ 6 looks like sort of the older ones, where it's a bit more cartoony, I guess, so to speak. But, yeah, that doesn't matter. Who cares? So yeah, we'll be playing as Teddy Roosevelt, of course. And, yeah, I would read all this stuff, but whatever. You probably could have read it by now. We get a Rough Rider as our unique unit. Our unique air unit is the P-51 Mustang, and our unique building is the film studio. And we're going to begin. Alright, so we have a world. Oh, and of course, the worlds. This is a continents map, so there's probably just 2 continents. At least there should be, I think. And there are 6 total players, including me. So there are 5 AI across 2 continents, plus me. Of course, we start with our settler and warrior. Hooray! We got the squad. So we're gonna found our city, Washington, right here. What a beautiful place to settle, am I right? We got some mercury over here. A lot of it, actually. Wow, look at that. Well, yeah, it is luxury. We got some rice, some wheat. Some bananas, which actually require irrigation. What did I press? The Great Works? Quick key? I guess. And our warrior. So where do we want to send him? Huh? North, west, east, or south? We really have anywhere to explore for the most part. I'd say... what about... I don't know. He's already pretty far west. Why not just send him even farther? And well, that's all the movement done. Hooray! Ah, man, the early game, so exciting, am I right? But anyway, so yeah, if you're not a big fan of strategy games, or you are and you haven't played Civ 6, I don't know. I'd say this is a very good game. I don't know. Firaxis and 2K always have their issues with multiplayer. I know. I don't know if the strong suit is necessarily like putting a dozen people into one game and just saying like, have at it. It's a bit tedious, I guess. Did I say I never played multiplayer? I have played some multiplayer on Civ 5. Never Civ 6. I hope that's what I was referring to. Yeah. So Civ 5 multiplayer, a bit tedious, but it's really fun if you can get your way into it. And so this is the technology tree. What are we gonna research? Well, of course, we're gonna beeline to writing. In Civ 5, I would always beeline to, I don't know if it was called writing in that. The one that gives you the Great Library, you know. The Great Library speed run or whatever. Trying to get it within 20-ish turns or whatever. And we're playing this on quick speed. So it's a little faster than your standard game. Which, I don't know. So I don't know how much people are gonna like the series, huh? Are you gonna like? Do you like this? Do you like Civ 5, Civ 6, Civilization games in general? Oh, look at that! You see that little like dash border? I know I see it next to the ivory, the elephant. It should be a city-state. Yep. Our advisor. Our city-state neighbors have made a request of us. If we can impress them, I think it will reward us handsomely. So we have Candy. Oh man. And they want us to destroy a barbarian outpost within 5 tiles of their of the city-state itself. Since we are the first civilization to meet them, we have 1 envoy sent to them. And what is it? City-states are a bit different than in Civ 5 as well. I'd say for the better, I guess. I don't know about the road. The road situation is very interesting. I would much prefer if I could send out something besides a trade route to build a road. Because roads are good, right? You gotta love some roads. Well, let's see if we can find any. We're just gonna keep going through the turns. I would say like, oh, it's the next turn or whatever. You can see in the top right up here. Oh yeah, so there's a maximum turn set. Make sure this series doesn't go on for longer than it has to, I guess. Hopefully we won't win from score. But who knows? We might. We might not. Of course, if you didn't know, there's multiple ways to win the game. There's science victories, cultural victories, domination, and religious. I wish religious was in Civ 5. That would have been a very interesting one, you know? Civ 5, I know they had like four ways to win as well. I can't remember what they. Well, I'm dwelling too much in Civ 5. This is Civ 6. Maybe I could go back and play Civ 5 sometime, because I never recorded it. I'd like to believe I'm pretty good at Civ 5. But then again, if I recorded it, I'll probably play like absolute garbage. But yeah, Civ 6. This is the game we're on. We're not on Civ 5. I gotta keep telling myself that. So anyway, yeah, religious victory. I think you have to convert the majority of every civilization out there, which seems pretty alright, I guess, unless they have a lot of cities. As for culture, everyone else must be higher than culture already, or I don't know. So anyway, score. Ooh, we're at oh, look at that. Someone's at 7 score. Looks like we're losing this game. Inspiration. Having discovered another continent, we realized there was a wide world of trading opportunities. Your progress towards foreign trade has advanced considerably. Hooray! Hooray for foreign trade, am I right? Which is... Oh yeah, so unlike Civ 5, you can boost your technologies and your... I forget, what are they called? The civics tree, yeah. So you have to research different civics, just like you would research a technology. And both civics and technology can be boosted now by doing certain specific tasks, such as finding a new continent. So over here, if we hover over a tile, our continent is Siberia, Wow, it looks a lot like modern day Siberia, doesn't it? And then down here we must have discovered a different one. This also says Siberia. What about over here? Ah, yeah, see over here it says Colombia. So yeah. I mean, although it's not like separated by water or anything, the different continents, quote unquote, continents. Yeah, we don't need to hear the guy speak, alright? I understand, I researched it, hooray. To advance writing, we have to meet another civilization, which is kind of just pure luck at this point. I mean, we might run into someone soon. Who knows? It looks like the city-state of Candy is already a size 3. I wish I was a size 3. So we're just going to try and sort of surround Candy. Because I wanted to find a barbarian outpost we could destroy to get another envoy. A bonus envoy, you know? Now we have to choose our production. And boy oh boy, look at the options. So I think we actually want an early builder. We're not going to go straight for a granary. That'll be our next thing. I promise. Promise we'll get the granary. But I usually take so long to build a what is it? What am I thinking of? What am I talking about? Oh wait, no wait. Oh, we found a little village. Whoopsie. All right, whatever. We'll grab that next turn. Maybe. Yep, I just lost my entire train of thought. Whatever. Granary, something among those lines. So, yeah. Advisor tells us, this lady, enacting new policies in our government can be great beneficial. Our people await your decree.
It is not wisdom, but authority that makes a law.
Ooh. Authority makes laws. I suppose that's true? Sure. Good quote, Thomas Hobbes, I guess. So, yeah, and of course, you have your policies that you can implement, dependent on how many slots you have. So, of course, our government, we are a chiefdom. And, with that, we have one military policy and one economic policy, slot, I guess, which is unfortunate. I wish we had more. So, but obviously we can drag stuff in here now because, well, yeah, we can. So we're gonna choose discipline over survey, which gives us combat strength against extra combat strength when fighting barbarians. So there's one thing that is very annoying in this game. It's definitely barbarians. That's for sure. And then we could go for urban planning, which is production focus, or we could go for God King. Now I kind of want God King because that means extra gold, and even more importantly, extra faith. So yeah, we want faith. Religion's good. I mean, if you don't get it, it's not like you'll instantly lose the game, I guess. But it certainly helps you out. And so we're gonna go for foreign trade. Since we have it boosted now, it'll only take us 3 turns. So, if you didn't realize by this point already, this is a turn-based strategy, RTS kind of game. RTS, sorta. I lied. Why did I say it's not RTS? Real-time strategy, because it's turn-based. Or is it? I don't know. But who cares? Don't quote me on any. Take whatever I say with a grain of salt, alright? Because, wow, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to commentate and play a game, alright? And, so yeah, we could choose a pantheon now for a religion. So a pantheon is like the thing you get before you get your full religion. But I mean, I guess if you're watching Civ 6, you might already know that. Or you have no clue what I'm even doing. Because, wow, it's confusing. Yeah. These kind of strategy games are kind of, I don't know, overwhelming at first, I guess, but whatever. I mean, I learned. If I learned, it can't be that hard, right? So, what do we want? We have all these options for Pantheon that can assist us in various ways, and we have a lot of Mercury? I don't know if there's one for Mercury. Because there's a lot for specific resources and whatnot. But yeah, I don't really see one. We have bananas and rice. Whatever. I don't care. I do care, but I don't. My followers, I care. The people who follow the religion, but in secret, whatever. It's like whatever, you know? So we want border expansion. We want the biggest, coolest, awesomest borders humanity has ever seen. Yeah, I don't know how much it matters how big our borders are at this stage in the game. Bottom right, as you can see the base strength, fortified strength, and all my strength. And I believe, yeah, since we're on our home continent, we get an even larger advantage. You see, +5 combat on home continent. You can see all the bonuses we get. So my warrior has 20 base combat strength, +5 advantage versus barbarians because of our policy slot under civic. A spearman, which is that, it's that thing, the cross thing, the X, whatever that symbol is. I have a club, he has spears, but you know what? I still beat spears with my clubs. So yeah, it was a minor victory, which whoop-de-doo. I don't know how big a deal that is.
Trade, I suppose. The world gets stirred up together.
The world gets stirred up together. Yep, that's for sure. And we're just gonna keep hitting this guy. We have a promotion available. Game about making your own sort of fictional civilization, and of course, war. So much war. There's a lot to do with war. Even though it's not a very war-specific game, I mean, obviously, it's a big part of. You get the drill. So we're just gonna go down the tree, kind of. I don't really pay attention to anything at all, ever, including what they say. I mean, foreign trade is good because, like, you can build a trader unit. Craftsmanship is good because, well, my advisor recommends it. That's why it's good. And I'm sure it has good stuff as well. Like, military policy, +50% production towards ancient and classical era melee and range units. Which is alright this stage in the game. I mean, early war this early on, it's so irritating and difficult. Because honestly, attacking cities, oh boy, it is not the funnest thing to do. So I could have went for a settler, but screw that, right? We don't need a second city quite yet. We want to get this city cool and great and the best of the best. Yeah, so we have a promotion available, or we could probably take out the spearman. So with that said, I want the spearman. I want him dead. So also, there's quite a, whatever. I'll show you next turn what the leveling looks like. You can choose certain aspects that you want to focus on for that one unit. So yeah. What? I'm just losing my train of thought. Left, right, and center. Oh wait, no. All right, you can't name them until they are like level 2 or 3, I believe. And well, builders, they can't exactly get higher levels. So whatever. I don't know. Rice. That's what we want, right? Turn 15. You didn't have to worry about that at all. You don't have to worry about fresh water, because if we click on Washington, my city, we look down here with the buildings, religious citizens, amenities, and housing capacity. Well, I think, yeah, the water has to do with the housing capacity and how much you get right off the bat, right? So since we're next to a river, that's great. We get larger housing capacity. And if you go above your housing capacity when you're trying to get more citizens, it takes much, much longer. It's very inefficient, And here at Corruptive Chaos YouTube channel, we only shoot for efficiency, because that's why. Or Battle Cry. So this is for +7 combat strength for melee and range units, or 10 combat strength when defending against ranged attacks. Now, I don't plan on defending too much with this guy. We're gonna just a wild ride, because we're gonna kill him first. So yeah, barbarians are not nice. They are not friendly. They're meanie heads. So I'm thinking maybe we could find a good spot near the coast. I mean, look, there's crabs, a bunch of desert, which does absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, there's strategic view, and I don't like strategic views much. Mostly, like, it looks cool that it's like reading off a real life map, but it's kind of whatever, right? Because then you can't like look at the beauty. We're tiles 3 tiles away, I believe. So if I turn the, I don't know if the grid is on. Tile over here, tile there, tile there, tile everywhere. And so I think we can only within 3 tiles of the core city itself, like right here. So like we'd be able to get this Mercury over here because it's exactly 3 tiles away. But your borders can extend to 5 tiles, which take a while. Whoa.
Skill without imagination is craftsmanship, and gives us many useful objects, such as wickerwork picnic baskets.
Well, would you look at that? We got a boost for craftsmanship, and then we finished it. Awesome. So, next I think we'll go military tradition, because that just kind of sounds cool. And you gain flanking and support combat bonuses, which means we boom, we give them the old 1-2 with both of our units. It'd be over. That's what we call a GG situation. I guess, sure. Yeah. So, churning out more episodes, but until then, thanks for watching this part, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the strategy games much as I do. I know I like Civ 6. It might be a little bland at first, but trust me, we'll get some big military toys to play with. Maybe one day we could take out Candy or befriend them. Taking them out sounds quite fun, though. We definitely, I don't think we want to go towards that yet. But thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and especially subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next part.